Hey folks, Duger Does here. Welcome back to my channel. I really wasn't going to do a silly hat vlog today, and no, it's not a silly hat, but it's got a funny name on it, and so it kind of makes it a silly hat. By the way, that's pronounced Deutz. It's a German agriculture manufacturer. They build like tractors, that kind of stuff. And you find them here in America as well, but they're very popular in Germany. This hat I got during one of my video game pickups. In fact, let me show you. Oh, there it is. Okay. This game right here I got for $2 at a garage sale. The lady threw this hat in for free. And I thought that was so cool because, one, I come from a very agricultural family. My grandmother grew up on a farm. My mom was around farming, and I was around it a little bit when I was younger. My granddad had a farm, so I'm very proud of my farming roots, and I wanted something to wear to display that, and I thought it was so cool when I got this hat for free. And one of these days I have to do a video in my room. I have a few other items in my room that pay homage to my farming history within my family. So one of these days I'll have to do that. But anyway, the reason why I wanted to do the vlog today was this morning I was up fairly early. My mother goes to work at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, so she wakes me up, so I'm up. So I was reading my Facebook post on my personal page, not the Duger Does page, but I was reading some posts on my personal page, and someone had posted a picture of a disabled couple. Both of them had cerebral palsy, and they had a child. And there was nothing odd about that, but what bothered me about the picture was what the person had wrote in the heading above the picture. And it kind of struck me, it didn't strike me funny, but it kind of got me here, because for those of you who don't know, and there are some who do know, I have a disability. I was born with cerebral palsy. And I've never looked at cerebral palsy as a disease, and I really don't like it whenever people call it that, because it's really not a disease, it's more of a disorder. But in this picture, that's basically what the lady called it, was a disease. And cerebral palsy is not something you can catch. It's not even genetic. It's basically, it is damage caused to the part of the brain that controls muscle function during the birth process. Either one, the child is in the birth canal too long. Two, like in my case, my head was, a nurse was carrying me to be weighed, I believe it was, and she hit my head on the side of the bed where I was at, and so that damaged the part of the brain that controls muscle function. And there's other things like smoking can be a factor, diet, there's all kinds of things. But I just want to put this out there. It is not a disease. You cannot catch cerebral palsy. You have to be born with it, which makes it a developmental disability. And in many cases, it is misdiagnosed. One of my best friends, he has cerebral palsy, and he was diagnosed as being autistic when he was younger. And it wasn't until he was about 5 that they discovered it was actually cerebral palsy. I wasn't diagnosed until I was 2 years old. My mom thought it was strange that I didn't cry very often, that I would just lay there, didn't really make a peep. So that kind of concerned her. So I was delayed. And as you can hear in my voice, excuse me, as you can hear in my voice, you can hear a little bit of a speech impediment. That's part of the disability. Another thing that I have an issue with is balance. Like if you've seen in some of my Arnie's videos, I have a balance issue. And it's not something I can really control very well. I mean, I've gotten better through the years because from about the time I could walk to about 6th grade, I fell all the time. I mean, you could just push me and I would topple over. But now it's a little bit better. I don't lose my balance as much, but you'll see me do some shifting to try and maintain my balance. But that's just part of it. Another thing is I walk with the limp. So that mainly my hand-eye coordination is a little off too, but not that much. But that's basically how cerebral palsy has affected me. And the muscles, the brain basically is telling the muscles to stay tight. Now I know I've talked about that before. And it does make it difficult. I can't run, can't jump. But you know what? My life is still good without those things. I don't necessarily need to be a Jesse Owens. Put it that way. I don't need to run the 50-yard dash in 3 seconds. Okay? That's just not me. But I make do with what I have, and I've learned to adjust to it, not only in my life, but my martial arts training as well. And I just want people to know it's not a disease. It's a disorder. It's a developmental disability, one that I've learned to live with. And I don't need anyone's pity. And anyone with any disability, whether it be spinal bifida, autism, a learning disorder like dyslexia, we don't need your pity. And I hate it when people do that. Just treat me as a normal human being. I'm just like anybody else. The only thing that's different is that I walk with a limp. But I still have the same emotions. I cry, I'm happy, I'm angry, sad, joyful, all those. You know, I have the same needs that a normal human being has. Yes, we have sex. Yes, we have kids. You know, those things still happen to us. I mean, even though you don't hear about those things, we do those things. We're still human beings just like you are. We love, we laugh, we cry, we do all that. And so I want people to know that we are not untouchable. We want to be loved. We want to have friends. And so keep that in mind the next time you encounter someone with a disability. Don't be afraid to talk to them, because you might be surprised. That's probably what they want you to do, is to talk to them. You know, as a person with a disability, I have trouble in social situations. Because of my disability, there's times I'm afraid to talk to people. And 2, when it comes to finding work. Because of my disability, it's very hard to find work. And it's why I'm struggling right now to find something, because I'm limited to what I can do as far as work. And so, and plus, there's that misnomer of well, can he do the job? All you got to do is ask. But, you know, it just the way life is, and I take it as it comes, and I'm thankful for what I have, and I'm thankful for what I don't have. You know, God has blessed me quite well, and I'm thankful, very thankful. Well, anyway, folks, I've rambled on too long, and I thank you for joining my channel. If you like the things I say on here and talk about, give me a like. Please comment. You know, I love talking with you all. And as always, folks, please come subscribe to my channel. I always say the more the merrier. I mean it when I say it, because I want this community to grow to where we can do many, many things. And so, as always, folks, do good and dishes. Bye-bye.